Alrighty, my friends. Love the chair stream. Chair stream, best stream. Chair stream, best stream. Okay. So path signals. What's interesting is just removing those two block signals around that station makes this actually look doable. Before we play with this more, let me read these things. Block signal. Train signals are used as direct movements of trains to avoid collisions and bottlenecks. Block signals can be placed on railway to create blocks between each other. When a train is occupying such a block, other trains will be unable to enter it. So I understand that. If a train is in a section between two blocks, in that block, no other train is allowed in until that train moves. Caution signals are directional. Trains are unable to move against this direction, so be sure to set up signals in both directions for bi-directional railways. Okay, I don't think I'm going to try to do bi-directional, but I think I understand how I could make that work. Path signals. Path signals are advanced signals that are especially useful for bi-directional railways and complex intersections. They function similarly to block signals, but rather than occupying the entire block, trains can reserve a specific path through it and will only enter the block if their path allows them to fully pass through it. Trains reserve a specific path. A specific path. You have some bidirection to dead end and resource nodes. Oh, okay. I think that means if I put this at an intersection, the train can choose which path it goes to. The thing I'm wondering about is I want the train to be able to choose to go around it if there's a train in the station. So I feel like I need to have a block signal because these are both the same color. If there's a train at the station, a train is not going to be able to go around this right now. So what if I only had a block signal there? That breaks it. Is it the same thing here? Seems like if I put any block signal in here, it breaks it. That does change the color of it. Train chooses a station if reserved, and if there's a train there, it should in theory bypass. We need to test it. What's up, Vega? How are you doing? Is my train moving? My train's moving. All right. I want to test this right now. So the current train... Oh man, my power's getting all spiky. I feel like that means there's water messing up on my nuclear thing again. Timetable. Cookie Prime. Alright, it's almost here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off auto drive when it gets here. I should see it coming up to us. There it is. I'm going to have this just be docked. I'm going to place a train, do a little fake station after this, and see if it'll bypass it. So it is docking. I'm going to turn off self-driving. But it's still docking, right? If this starts moving, I'm going to get in and stop it from moving. A block can't feed into itself. Okay. Not sure what that means, but... Cool. So if I turn on self-driving, he'll go back to what he's doing. What I want to do right now is test if I have another station right over here. Let's put it just past here. Let's put it in this little area right here. This right here. This is the day for train science for me to understand how this works. Station here. We're going to call this test station. I am going to go put a train in front of this bypass. Tell it it needs to go to test station and then back home and see if it gets stuck at this block while this guy is docked. I think it should bypass, but I don't know for sure. When we place signal output of the switch counted as the same block, so the block signal was trying to divide a block that couldn't be divided. Yeah, if I put a bypass at the station, I mean a block signal at the station, it breaks the path signal. So I'm trying to understand how to not break the path signal. Train menu. Timetable. I only want it to go to test station. And then after that, I want it to go Crater Lakes Factory. Save changes. Self-driving. Let's see what happens. It's the next signal that I'm concerned with. What are you going to do? I think it's going to stop here. Yeah, so it cannot bypass this guy right now. Currently, it cannot get past this guy. A path signal. I tried a path signal before and after, and it looked like it broke things. Let me try that. Yeah, we're not omnidirectional. We're a single directional thing right now. Like right now, if I put a block signal here, that breaks the path signal. I want to have block signal before and after this. This is what I want. But the path signal doesn't seem to work right now. So I now have a block signal before and after the station. And I have a block signal here. That was a path signal. Was that a path signal? Let me try a block signal. That says green. But that guy's still not going. Ah. Satisfactory path signal tutorial. I don't want to watch a video though. Usage, path signal. Designed specifically for intersections, especially complex ones. Subdivided block new paths, treat them as individual sub-blocks. Automated train will reserve a path through the block as it approaches. Other trains can reserve their own paths at the same time as long as they do not intersect with an existing path. This allows multiple trains to pass through the same block simultaneously without colliding. It is possible to chain path signals one after the other for especially complex intersections. This technique can help to avoid signal loops into itself. It can also allow for a gridlock to occur. Trains appear to reserve paths through multiple path signals at once up to the next block signal. It will not pass through the first path signal if any single portion of the path cannot be reserved. Okay, so what if... That's a block signal. What if I had another path signal in the middle of this guy? Like right... Where is it? There's one along here somewhere. What if I have another path signal here? Okay, he doesn't go yet. What if I did a block signal here? No. You have another joke. What does it take for the Beatles to reunite? A pistol and 3 shots. Whoa. Wow. Dark, man. really dark. Especially since a couple of them are not alive anyway. Block occupied. Oh, wait, this is a block signal. This should be a path signal. This should be a path signal, right? Okay, stop. Oh, he's going. He's going. I don't need a path signal. It looks like I don't even need a path signal. He's just gonna go around him. I think I actually don't need a path signal. As long as the... Yeah, okay. This is the same as the other stations were. Turn off self-driving. If there's another way to go, I don't need a path signal for it. Okay, alright. It's just like the other stations that I had. It'll choose to go around it as long as the station itself has a block signal. Okay. So this guy, self-driving. He'll turn back on and do its thing. I just need to F and cancel docking. And why aren't you going? Now he's now he's acting like he can't go. Why is that? Why are you acting like you can't go? One of my other trains didn't start going, did they? No. The train sticks out into the block. Okay, let me cancel docking, turn off self-driving. Let me go backwards. Cancel docking. Back up a little bit. Okay. Turn on self-driving. Station block signal is too close because the train sticks out into the block. Are you saying my train is too long? So I need that block. I need the back block signal to be further back, don't I? Okay, yeah. So if I remove this guy, and then if I put a block signal here. Okay, if I just put one here instead, that should fix it, right? There we go. That should work. And I think I'm fine with leaving this signal here. Yeah, now it's green. Oh, now it's acting funky. Why is that now blinking? Maybe I don't need this guy? Oh, why is that blinking? Between the intersection and the train. Path block cannot contain stations, it says. Well, it did just let it go through. I'm so confused now. It seemed to be working so well. Oh, did I put a path? Is this... I did do a path signal, didn't I? 9. It's the wrong thing. Block signal. There. Did I do this as a... I did this as a path signal, too. Yeah. Okay, this only needs to be a block signal, not a path signal. Path. I keep hitting the wrong button. Block. Okay, there we go. That looks good. That looks good. I do need a path before? Are you sure? Because it seemed like with a path signal it worked when I took away the path signal. So I'm pretty sure when the train is in the station, it's at a separate block than the bypass. So they can go around on the bypass just because that's a separate block. So I don't think I need a path signal. And I honestly think the path signal I made back on my other thing is not good. So I'm going to run back and change that one. Reason Satisfactory has path signals is because it doesn't have chain signals. Okay. Is the train coming? Okay, I can put a train in. Go on here, it'll be faster. Yeah, it sounds like nothing I'm doing needs a path signal. Seems like as long as I use my block signals correctly, I can make an easy bypass and not have to worry about path signals. I think path signals are for intersections that I am not using or bi-directional trains that I am not, bi-directional tracks that I am not using. So I think I just need to ignore path signals for now, because they will not be useful for me. It's better for intersections when you have long trains. You need a path signal when you have like 2-lane railway intersections. Okay. 2-lane railway intersections. I like how the no is telling me I'm going the wrong way on the track. I know, I'm going the wrong way. Can I choose to go? Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. So I was actually able to choose. I was changing that arrow by hitting left and right while in the train. That's cool. Okay. So let me make sure I don't have any path signals here that I need to change. I'm pretty sure this is a path signal that needs to be just a block signal or nothing. Yeah, you're a path signal. I don't need you. You're not actually doing anything for me. I do you as a block signal. So this should work as a bypass because when the train is in the station, it's on a different block, and this rail allows a train to go around it while it's docking. So this should be fine. It's like T-junctions, roundabouts, and cross-sections. Block signal won't fit in that intersection. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do next is, we have about an hour and a half. This should all be good. I want to set up my preliminary other stations, which is going to be an offshoot of my main railway up into this area. One train gets iron, one gets copper, one gets a lot of these materials we want. So we're going to set up an offshoot so that our big, ginormous... I don't think you were here earlier, Vega, but if you see here, the other part of my earlier part of my stream has just been trains for every material up here in a big giant train station that is connected to this loop. And that's why I'm setting all these bypasses up, so I can use my main railway for these new trains that I've set up. So we're gonna create a split off where my other trains can go get other things. And we've now set up block signals all along this track so that trains should not stop each other from being able to, you know, well, they'll stop and go as needed. If it were bi-directional, the trains wouldn't need to go through the full loop. It's true. Do I want to try to set that up? You bypass the guy. The other thing I haven't done, I haven't set up a bypass for the main station back at my home base. By shipping raw ore or refined materials. That was a thing I was talking about earlier that I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I think I've decided that raw ore is better. Specifically because of the way that aluminum and sulfur are needed for different things, like sulfur, sulfur, whatever it's called, sulfuric acid and stuff. So I'm gonna have a train go off the tracks here. Let's do it on a ramp so it looks better. So if it's from here, there'll be 1, 2, 3. Here. Here. Go like this. And then I'm not going to use concrete for the rest of this, I don't think. I will use concrete when I want to make stations. Now what I might do is there is a crap ton of iron and copper here. I might have an initial iron and copper station here, but I want to have a loop that goes up here to get coal, limestone, and I know there's some sulfur and maybe even some caterium over there. So off of here, 3 is here, so it'd be 1, 2, 3. Somewhere, I think it's about there. You missed me saying raw. I was originally gonna do on-site smelting. That was the original plan. However, because I have to combine steel for steel, I need coal plus iron. For aluminum, I need bauxite plus coal plus water. You know, there's a bunch of things I have to combine, which I could do that on site, but if I'm like have bauxite far from everything or whatever, I feel like I just want to ship a bunch of the raw ores and then ship a bunch of raw ores and then have a big giant smelting facility. I think that's what I want to do. I think that's just going to be easier way to do it. So how do I want to start this? There's so much iron around here. I think I want to have an iron, it's not going to be smelting, just an iron collecting area kind of out in the middle of this, then curve up here, maybe do a second one that's copper, because we have like 3 coppers here. And then we'll do coal and stuff up there. So let's go out a little bit further. And we'll do an iron one. And we get to do truly the spaghettiest of all railways out here in the desert. Spaghetti Western time. Where's that term spaghetti Western even come from? I don't even know. Something to do with like Italian Westerns or something, right? I don't know. So we're heading up this way. So I could have my iron station. So I want to have an offshoot that goes to an iron loading station over here. Because there's a bunch of iron. Where's the most centralized area for the iron? Probably a little bit further south here, actually. So if I have it shoot off, we can have like a loading station out here that we want to put on the global grid. So from here, global grid, hold control, go out here. So we'll have a loading station for iron ore out here. If I wanted to do bidirectional, I could have this loop back on itself. I think I'm going to keep it simple and not do bidirectional. I'm going to lay the foundation for it, and I'm going to split the track off from this, but I'm not actually going to build that yet, I don't think. because it was less expensive to make movies in Italy than the U.S., so all the westerns were made in Italy and consumed here. Oh, is that how that worked? Okay. Okay. That is funny. Alright, so we have it split out that way, split off that way. And then we have this guy. Go over here. That's too sharp return, it says. And that's too long. Alright, looks like if I extend this, I just chose the wrong area. I should have checked where it was going before I placed all this. Okay, that's the wrong direction, so it's like that. So if I have it extend out this way, about right here. I think that will work. We'll see if that will get the track over here clean enough. There we go. That will work. And hopefully I can put a straight rail that I can hook that into and have it not be all weird, wonky, curvy. Weird, wonky, curvy style-y. We'll give it a little bit of room, so if I start it like right here, do a short, straight track. And plug you into there. Beautiful. So this will be an offshoot where we'll set up an iron thing, and copper. I might even split off earlier. I'll figure that out. For now, I want to do a big loop up around this way. Oops. You're only doing bidirectional with nodes that connect to main lines. It's too high. Same issues trying with 4. Oh, you're talking about what I was doing earlier. It's too high. Going basically straight north here. The desert, the steel road to the west, they call it. As I make ridiculous spaghetti railways everywhere. All right, is this going? I kind of want to go a little bit. I think I want to go around that thing because I know to the left of there's a bunch of materials out in that like green jungle area. Because I set up the last playthrough of Satisfactory. My base was set up around that big pillar, or to the left of it. It's actually right around where we are, I think. Yeah, I think it was actually kind of next to this thing or on top of this thing was my last base. Okay. Oh, there's some copper right there. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of good resources I can grab from in there, so I can bring... What's kind of funny is I'm pretty sure I'm doing a similar area of my train in the last... this area, I think, is about where my train ran in my last playthrough as well. I think I kind of ran it around this way, up along the coast, because there was some good stuff like sulfur and stuff out there. This is the scenic route. Right along the river. Alright, what is down here? Is this isn't the edge of the map, is it? Is that the edge of the map? Yes, that is the edge of the map. Okay. So we're going to kind of curve around here then. If I remember correct, I think there's some sulfur or something on the edge over here. Ah, quartz. That's what it is. Quartz out here. Okay, nice. That water? Some water we can get to if we want, but I don't think I'll have any problem with water. We'll have lots of other places to get water. I want to make sure I don't build over that. Oh my gosh, you're getting a really weird sharp turn here. You know what? I think I'd rather go around this thing a different way. Okay, I'm trying to avoid going over this water spout. Not that I'm going to use it, but just... Let's see, maybe I can go on top of this outcropping up here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Over this way. All along the edge of the map, because I know there's resources out here I'm going to want, like coal, maybe oil or something, I don't know. I know there's stuff out here, though. It's a big old loop-de-loop. Limestone out there. Something down in there like water or something. Iron deposits, limestone. I see coal over there. I'll figure out where and how this splits off from other things later. You're going through the ground, aren't you? You know what? We're going to say it's a tunnel. We'll say it's just a tunnel that it's only special people can see that's tunnel because it's going totally through the ground. Only the chosen few can see the tunnel this train flies through. I should honestly probably be scanning for hard drives while I'm out here too. Big old stinking loop-de-loop we got here. Yeah, here's coal. Here we go. I knew there was coal out here somewhere. Alright, let's see where we are. We are way out here. So we've gone all the way down here, and I want to go down here and then rejoin down over here probably. So we want to basically head straight south now. We are the great American West. We are paving it in rails and steel. Or something. Only to set up blocking in this. Yeah, there's some stuff down there, I think. Yeah. To blow it up to get to some iron there. There we go. Alright, through another tunnel that only special people can see. Alright, we are getting close. Let's go up here. Seeing my smelting facility over there. So almost done looping around. And I'm glad I got that extra steel beamage and pipage earlier, because we're definitely using all of those. I'm glad these things don't take more materials than they do. On your first world, you had a mega loop that encompassed all of the biome as a sightseeing train line. You really do love trains. If you'll set up something that extensive, that's cool. All right, we'll connect back up to the loop over here. Okay. Go underneath this. Okay, and I think I'll be able to connect up this guy. Too long. Almost there, though. Almost there. So if I go up to like this. 2. Come on, come on. There it is. All right, we got ourselves a big old desert loop-de-loop. Let me go. Do I have block signals? Probably need more. Well, I can make 20 of them. 20 is probably good for now. Let me just put them at intervals. And then I'm going to go back and get more materials. And then I'm going to come out and start making some stations. I'll probably do like the iron and or the copper, whatever we have time for today. To have like a first proof of concept. So we can have our iron train that we made earlier come out and start getting some loads of stuff. So block signal. There. You don't care for the drone in this game. They phased through everything and actually did have a lot of frame issues. Yeah. There. We'll not worry about the little offshoots for now. About every other one should be good, I think. This one right here.
Subscribing.
Christian, 62 months in a row for Nope. Thank you so much for Nope. But I'm so happy that you're Nope. Okay, well thank you. No. Appreciate the support, sir. Even if that support is a lot of nopes. Are things going well for you? Nope. Okay, alright. Feel like your sub is answering any questions I would ask you. Are you doing okay? Nope. This is going through the floor. I feel like I can make that look a little better. Let's make that look a little better so at least it's not going through the ground. This. And this. Same thing with this guy. Make at least not go through the ground. There we go. And we do not a path signal. I hope I wasn't just doing path signals. I was doing block signals, right? I think I was. Good. You are doing good. Or saying good that I understand why you're saying nope. Either way, hope things are going well, sir. And block signal there. Good to see either way. or to see your chat. Let's do the next one down over here. This is a very squirrely, wibbly wobbly spaghetti set of rails we got going here. We can always put extra block signals later if we need to for sections that peel off to go create a station to get an item, to get a material. Alright, that guy, there's the tunnel that only special people can see. There's that tunnel. This one over here, wherever it is. There it is. There. Okay. I feel like this is potentially one that will split off to get some coal over here, so I'll go ahead and place that guy now. Should be one right up here somewhere. There we go. Block signal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make a trip back home just to get more materials. I'm gonna put on my to-do list that we're gonna make like 3 stations or 4 stations to get an idea how much materials we'll need for that. There. I'm sure all the spaghetti really bothers some people. But if you're bothered by spaghetti, you probably stopped watching my stream many streams ago while playing this, so I will not worry about that. Alright, right there. Or overly bothered it, I guess I could say. Overly bothered by it. Alright, let's place one right up here. Okay, that looks good. Although I do want one right... I already have one right where it connects, actually, so... But I'll put one extra one right before it, too, just in case. Just to separate off the separate the separation there. Okay, let's get on a train, let's go home, grab some materials. I'm out of steel pipes. Damn. You know what? I think that train just made the sound that it's going to go back home. So we'll hitch a ride on the train. Perfect timing. Come on, ride the train, the choo-choo, ride it. You heard I needed a lift. How very considerate of you, train. Bam. Nice. It's like a cowboy who grabs onto the horse's bridle or reins or whatever and mid-stride jumps on it. We are the train cowboy. All right. So our loop goes something like that. What's that weird black map dust? I swear I've had the weirdest map bugs this playthrough. The only thing I'm kind of worried about adding all these stations is power. I might need to do a power upgrade of some sort. And if I were to do that, I'm not sure what I would do. Maybe I'd do coal because it's easy, even though I don't like coal. Maybe with all the oil I'm going to collect, since I feel like I don't need to do anything else with oil, except maybe increase some... Maybe I'll do some plastic rubber and fuel for some extra fuel generators with the oil we're going to be collecting with these trains. I will say I was worried with my plans today of just the temporary phase 4 build and then just waiting on that I wouldn't have anything to do. But thankfully, building a giant train system is a ginormous project, so this will be something to keep us occupied for the next couple streams while we just wait for Phase 4 to be done. The other thing I could do would be fill in all the walls for my factories so that they don't look like big, giant, open, weird scaffolding instead of actual factories like they're supposed to look. Oh, before I head back out, I need to make a bypass for this, our main station here. So I'm going to build this bypass, and then we're going to head out and build some stations. That'll be the plan. Bypass will probably be about right there. Yeah, probably be right there, actually. Let's jump out. Got a bunch of steel pipes and steel beams I think we'll need. I don't need these guys. This was our experiment with, what was that thing called? The factory cart or something? Okay. Make sure my MAM's not doing anything. It shouldn't be, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so Q stations, say like 5 of these, and 20 of these, because freight platforms are what would be needed to go with those. Okay. So that gives me an idea of what to take with me. And then, of course, for more rails, steel pipes. Alright, this. 1, 2, 3. Same with steel beams. 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie. So I need cables, computers, heavy modular frames. 1 extra stack of motors would probably not hurt either. Okay. Cables, computers, heavy modular frames. That. Computers. And what did I say? Motors. Extra stack of motors. Well, I will say, I'm glad I have such an extensive stockpile of stuff, because we are eating through our stockpile of basically everything right now. With Phase 4 slowly going. We make sure that's still running on. We got green lights everywhere in our temporary build. Yeah, all these materials are backed up. That's good. And I see green lights for everything. You're running on 100%. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Let me go grab some packaged fuel too. Let me set up. Look at my totally not spaghetti base, everybody. It's totally not spaghetti. Alright, so let's do the bypass for this guy. Which I would want it to go here. Too close to another switch. Okay, so I don't know if I can I merge it there? Let's find out. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Would it be here? Can I go from you to you? No, too close to another switch. Is there a section on here I can maybe merge onto? I feel like I'll need to go around to the left, but I don't really have space to move a train unless I have it go over stuff. How can I do this? All right, let's go to the start where I'm going to split it off from, then I'll figure this out. Past round, I'm sure he'll figure it out. Okay, I want to separate off at this switch right here. And you know what? This is at my base, so I'm actually going to put some concrete down for this so it doesn't look too ridiculously bad. Give ourselves a straightaway to plug into here. And I believe I want it about right in the middle here. So train, track, railway. About here. There. This to this. Okay. Now figuring out how this is going to run into that. That is going to be the challenge. I might have to do an extra rail area thing down here, maybe. Let's go the 2 meter guys. Huh. First try. 360 no scoped it. Right there. Right there. Right there. And right there. I might have an idea of how I can make this work. This is one long track here. So if I were to deconstruct this to have 2 shorter sections, say about right there. Well, let's see if this will work. 2 sharper turn. It almost works. What about to this one here? No. 2 sharper turn. 2 sharper turn. Why are you 2 sharper turn? If I bring you closer, maybe it won't be. No, maybe it has to start from further away. Surely this will even be more sharp of a turn, right? 2 sharp turn. Okay. Let's see. Where would the 3 be here? Where's this thing I did? Okay, it's right here. So if I go from here, it's 1, 2, 3. It's right on this corner in the middle. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. So if I started it right here, that should click in. Why are you still saying 2 sharp turn? Why you do this? Why you do this? 2, 3. It's this one. And then it's 1, 2, 3. So it'd be here. Okay. I think it would be there if I had a straightaway right here. I think that might work if I do that than this. Beautiful. There it is. There, we found it. We found it. Means it's going to have a slightly weird... You know, actually, I can do this. I just have to move this rail off to the side a little bit. This will be fine. We frickin' found it. We did it, everybody. There we curves off a little bit, but that's fine. Let's get our not path signals. We'll get these signals. Will be one right there. And right there. That will now let that guy bypass the train when it's in the station. Perfect. Now we should be good to go out to the deserts and place some iron mining and bring it back home. Let's go do that. Well, set up our first iron station, I guess. And figure out if I want to... No, the way I have this set up is one big loop. I don't think I want to even try to do a bi-directional thing. It's just not even set up for that. So no bi-directional for me. When will next Satisfactory stream be? Tuesday. My current schedule is probably not showing what it is, but it's Tuesday, Thursday. It'll be next week, Tuesday. It's cool, I can do that. If I go this way, we go through here. So cool. Man, trains are fun. They are tedious to build, but fun to see in action. And quite, what's the word I want to use? Useful, but that doesn't seem strong enough. Quite versatile in what they can accomplish. You'll probably be watching that one on YouTube, unless you can pop in shortly during lunch. Okay. Understandable. I know my schedule doesn't always work for folks who actually, you know, work during the day. Alright, do I see where my split off is? I do. Am I actually able to... There should be a little arrow thing that should let me turn, go off there, I think. School's back in session for you? Are you a teacher or a student? I assume you're a teacher. Left, left. There it is. Will you get derailed? No, beautiful. All right. Brake, 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 brake. Bam. Okay, it's fine. E. You're a career substitute. Wow. Okay. Well, that's quite a unique position. I bet you're pretty have a pretty rare position. I'm guessing there's not a lot of career substitutes out there. All right, so it's going to be a station with 4 freight places at it. Okay, so it's right in the middle. What's the width of these guys? How much space do they take? Two of those things? I need the whole thing to be wider, actually. Hope I have enough concrete for the builds I want to do. You can teach all grades and you can teach whole semesters at a time for a single class, or just do it daily if you desire. Wow, that's crazy. Can you teach any subject, or are you in a specific subject? Let's see here. Somewhere out here. That sounds like you would be specialized in a subject if you can teach any grade. Okay, so this is going to be iron. It's not going to be smelting. I guess what I'm going to do is iron mining station. Iron mining 1, I guess is what we're going to have to do for these. Iron mining 1. Okay. And we want 4 freight guys. Freight platform on the left. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So there's that. All right, and we will have this kind of loop back around, back onto this guy. And I believe what Stellaris does, a substitute teacher is somebody who teaches when the normal teacher for that class is unavailable. One more layer here. I believe is what he means. You can do any subject, however, once you get to 6 through 12, you have to follow a strict curriculum for each subject. You have been doing this 7 years now. Wow. Hey, what's up, Ghost Nico? How are you doing? Okay, so we'll be here. And it will be one more layer this way, I think. Are we having a sandstorm right now, or is this rain in the desert? 'Cause I feel like I'm seeing shiny stuff happening. Maybe it's just the sun. The beautiful sun. Actually, it does seem like there's a sandstorm going on. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. Doing great playing with trains? Yes, we are. We're doing our most extensive train build I have ever done. So, this will be the iron collecting. Honestly, I might... This is powered right now, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... We got some height over there. I'm going to go set up a... What is it called? The radar thing that sees all of the stuff. Sees all the... nodes in an area. I want to get a better idea of where all my copper nodes are. So I feel like there's a bunch out in this area over here. We're going to build our way up to there. Pillar our way up there and set up a thing. Alright, this direction. So far, the few jobs you have lined up are mostly at the high school this year. The last 2 years you spent in K through 3rd. Wow, that's so crazy to me. You know, so many teachers, like, if they get outside of a certain age range, they're like, well, I don't know what to do with these kids, because, you know, they work with only high schoolers, or they work with only middle schoolers, but be that flexible, that's crazy to me. More power to you, my friend. Oh, there's something up here, probably like a purple slug or something. That is flexibility right there is what that is. That's a Mercer sphere. Okay. Okay. So I want a... I never remember. It's under foundations, walls, organization. There it is. Radar tower. This. And this. And this. Okay. Oh, we got a bunch of coal out here. Copper. Copper. Okay. If I gather all this copper and then this copper, I'll probably want to do a copper station out over here. Let's do that. So I will... This is great for iron here. Copper will be better over here. We could have a good coal one out here to collect from all these if we want. There's the pure caterium. Isn't there a pure caterium around here? It's only normal, huh? I might need to set up another thing up there to scan. I thought there was a pure caterium around here somewhere. Oh, there's this one. Wow, those are like really opposite sides of the desert, though. Okay, well that's pretty useful. I can see where the copper is. Copper. Okay. gather from all these coppers in and around here. All right, so the iron, that lets me know that I don't need to have a separate copper thing here. We'll have a copper thing way over that direction. You basically do the full-time teacher role if you were there for the semester, but the day-to-days are enjoyable as well because you don't have to do any of the full-time teacher stuff. That makes sense. If you'd have to choose an age group you'd want to avoid, junior high, those brats are at the age where they're discovering themselves, can be problematic. You hear that, any middle schoolers in chat? Who am I kidding? There's only old boomers in this chat, that's for sure. We're all boomers in here, in case you all didn't know about that. In case you all didn't know, we're all boomers. Let's go right there. Except maybe a couple people, I don't know. Okay, here. And then we want to connect over. Can I connect over here? If I go a little bit closer, where was it? It's there. We'll connect at this guy. We already have a thing out here. Okay. There we go. That's a little squirrely, but it's a little offshoot. Go pick up iron, make a loop. You know what I can do? Since this is plugged in, I can actually say that my iron mining thing can come out, or my iron train can come out here now, even though it has got nothing to pick up. We can actually see this in action. Let's do that. I think from any trade station you can get to the train, the timetable thing, right? So if I go to Iron 1, Iron Station 1, if we add a stop, iron mining, this, save changes, I should now see a train from here leave the station. Cancel docking. Next, iron mining. Is it gonna go? I don't know. I'll do that and we'll have to check if it actually runs later. If not, we'll have to figure something out. It probably wouldn't hurt to have an extra block signal along this way somewhere. Maybe like right there. If it's not going, there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this big build, so I wouldn't be exactly sure. I know what I messed up. I need a block signal for the station. That's why that guy's messed up. I remember the block signal's at the station. See if that will make it go. Block signal. Block signal. Is it now going? All these green lights. I feel like it went and then stopped. And maybe because of the block signals. Who's a boomer? I'm a boomer. You only turned 33 on the 30th. Well, I turned 41 this year. So, is that a boomer? I don't know. Cookie Prime. Iron 1. What is Iron 1 doing right now? Not you. Iron 1. I feel like I messed it up. Turn off self-driving. Turn on self-driving. Does that like restart it? I feel like maybe something's wrong on my station over here. I don't know what it is. Because I want to see this in action, I'm going to go set up one copper station. And then I'm going to go back home and see if I can figure out why these things aren't going. Because this is like proof of concept of all the work we've been doing today. So copper there, and then 3 here. So I want it to be about right around in here. And make a marker there. Just apply a short-term marker there. Will I go back to Factorio? Space Exploration launched a huge update. It's so fun. No, I don't have current plans for that, no. Probably at some point, but not right now. I don't have a current plan for that. Okay, so right out here would be where it would be. So I'd like... I could split off from this guy. Did I do that on the global grid? I think I did. Let's have it split off. Yeah, okay, we can split it off from there. Yeah, this works. Remove marker. So let's do global grid. Sorry, I got called a boomer on a stream one time, and apparently it stuck with me. So I just accept that I am now a boomer, I guess. A young boomer. That's what I will be, a young boomer. You have a friend who works for JPL NASA who just yesterday got his MA in astrophysics. He's starting to teach at UCLA this fall. That's cool. You're excited for him? That's pretty awesome. Astrophysics. If there was a thing that I would have not done apart from music, it would probably have been something in that world. Let's actually go to the... I'll block for one off of here. Because I like astronomy a lot, but the one class I took of it was... I don't want to say I'm like bad at math, because I'm not. I'm decent at math, but the labs that I had for that were pretty challenging, I will say. Okay, so we're going up this way. Trying to understand the math of figuring out red shifts and blue shifts and all that stuff, like, with a telescope, is really hard. That's what I remember. I remember it just being really hard to try to figure out all that stuff. Go there. Can I plug you into that? Too sharp return. Okay. Then let's change this. Surely I can get a better turn for that. How about something like that then goes to this? Does that work? There we go. Goes through the ground a bit. I'm gonna call that fine though. Born in the 40s or 50s boomer. I'm not a boomer. Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, I feel like the slang now is you just call anybody who is younger, who is older than you, a boomer. Right? Anybody who is older than you and out of touch with something is a boomer, right? I think that's the... Like, the fact that I have to ask that question means that probably my nieces who are, you know, 30 years younger than me would probably say I'm a boomer. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Station. This direction. Math? We don't need that around here, sir. We play, as we say, as we play with a game with literally a calculator in the game. Alright, which direction am I want to bring it from? Probably the bottom, so... Right. So left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Two shorts, damn. That works. He just had research published in a journal on lunar pits on the moon, and now we can live in them comfortably. Oh wow, okay. That's what his research that's what his research was about? That's cool. Colonizing the moon, man. We live in the future. Guess we're gonna go off to the right here. This will be 1, 2, 3. So something like this should allow me to get a nice smooth turn on this guy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I hope I don't fall off. 3. There it is. Funny fact, there was a poll in the USA if people should use our Arabic numbers notation, and 70% said no. Yeah, because our actual numbers are Arabic numbers that people in the US are too stupid to know this. Sounds about right. So this will be Copper Mining Station. Is that what I call the other one? Iron Mining? I think so. Copper Mining 1. Have an efficient day. You too. Whoops. There. So now what we want to do is Copper 1. Let's not do this until I have it plugged in over here, so let's do that. And we're going to go over here. You almost entered engineering. The thing you still got from them is you have to do any calculation. You have to use a calculator. 2 + 2. Don't know. Better check the calculator. That's pretty funny. There's probably a lot of professions like that. You get so trained to do something that you can't do it the way that your brain could totally do it if you weren't so trained to do it another way. All right, probably can merge somewhere over here. Yeah, it works. There we go. That way. And we should put an extra one before this guy. Block signal. And we'll even put one over here. Okay. So I did the block signals. Why is that one acting? Why is that acting funky? Okay, I need to check these block signals that I placed. You're gonna say, huh? Do people not realize we already use her? Well, it's like, you know, it's like when you see one of those late night shows and they're asking, so, what's a question that stupid Americans wouldn't know the answer to? Gosh, I'm too stupid of American to know. Like, God, I can't even think of something. Why are these not working? Oh, did I do path signal? I did a path signal. That's exactly why. Yeah, I did path signals. Like, we know nothing about the European Union. Is that a thing? So, like, it'd be like, do you think Ireland should join the European Union? You know, we don't have a clue. Say yes. And it's like, are they actually in the European Union? I don't know. Are they even a different country from the UK? We don't know. Yeah, the chocolate milk come from brown cows, you know? Yeah, like the Jay Leno stuff, that kind of stuff. Okay, those look all correct. I just did passing a little, mess it up. Like, or find Russia on a map, you know? They'll show them a map of the world and say, find Russia, and they're like, oh, I've never been to China. You know, it's like, what? That's not even the same country, you know? That's the stupid stuff Americans will stay on those things. Okay, so let's see if I can now have Copper 1, add a stop, Copper Mining 1. This. Oh, autosave right as I click it. Seriously. Save changes. Cancel docking. Iron 1. Waiting unusually long at a signal. A signal error may have occurred. Okay, so it looks like I got a signal error wrong. I got a signal error somewhere. So let's head back home. I'm hoping it's just a random signal at my home base station. And that I didn't put block signals somewhere. My main train is still running, right? Where's my main train? God, hopefully all of my... I didn't mess up all my trains. Where is my main train? I'm gonna assume it's something back at my home base station. You know, the American education system isn't the best, but the average people aren't that much better. You're saying average people not in the U.S.? As a teacher, those people hurt you deeply. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm some expert on like history or geography, but you know, like basic stuff, like just having seen a map of the world and know where certain countries are. I know where the major ones are, but I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, I don't think I could tell you where Malaysia is, or I'm pretty sure I know where the Philippines are, but I've never been to anywhere in Asia. So I probably couldn't tell you where... Okay, that train's still running. I probably couldn't tell you where the Baltic Sea is. I know where the Mediterranean Sea is, but, you know, stuff like that. Everybody's got their stuff that they're, you know, ignorant about. On which continent is Africa located? There you go. That's a good Jay Leno, make Americans look stupid kind of question. What continent is Australia on, you know? Alright, let's go back to our big train station we made earlier and see why Copper 1 and Iron 1 are not moving yet. I actually kind of catch up to this train because he's fully loaded with stuff and I'm just a single engine. Australia isn't real, they're NASA paid actors. To flat earthers, Australia is a hoax and everyone who lives there is a paid actor. Mud gets it. That's so ridiculous. I love every once in a while I'll see on Reddit the link to some YouTube video where a flat earther is using science to prove that the earth is flat, and it's like something where you have a light shine through a hole and saying, you know, if we're right, if flat earth is right, then it won't go down if you go 20 feet away. And then they start measuring as like, wait, my instruments must be wrong because it's acting in the way that doesn't make sense if it's flat earth, you know. Oh my gosh. Ermagerd. Where don't you believe in science? Science is real, Kerr. Alright, we're gonna see if we can bypass this guy when he's in the station there. So if I go right, I bypass. I see green lights. That seems like a good thing. We go left here. Very nice. Well, that bypass seemed to work pretty well. Right, it's gotta be a signal over here somewhere that I messed up. So let's see. Or maybe I just need to maybe I just need to restart these guys because I've added so much rail since I last did it. Oh, I see some blinking lights. Okay, that could be it. Here in Brazil, you have a joke where a state here doesn't exist. Favorite of their quotes is that they have flat earth believers all over the globe. That's funny. Are you so unaware that you do not see the irony in that statement? Alright, so those two are funky. What's going on with these other guys? Are there any other flashing things over here? Okay, none of those, all those are working. Oh, I'm missing a thing here. Block signal. Block signal. That would be awesome if that just fixes my issue. I missed a couple block signals. There. There we go. I think that fixes our issue. I missed 2 block signals. And now it's going. Did I miss any more? Let me check all these guys. Alright, I think it fixed it. Nice! I would GG cookie time if it weren't almost in the stream. I'm about to go get dinner later. Awesome. So now we have 2 of our 12 trains, or I mean we have in action. That's awesome. Let me go check the other side. Make sure I have block signals on the back of these guys. They have flat earth believers all over the globe. Oh, that's really sad but funny. Okay, these guys. Did I miss the back signals on these guys too? No, why are you flashing? You guys are still flashing. Maybe if I just replace them, it'll fix it. I'm gonna hope that that's correct. Block signal, block signal. Block signal here. Block signal here. No, that didn't fix it. Okay, these are all red because there's trains in that block. Why are you blinking at me? You're getting Wendy's for dinner tonight. All right, all right. I'm actually probably gonna get a burger too, but I don't really go to fast food places much anymore. Yeah, maybe it's a track not connected thing like before. That might be what it is. Let's go. I'm gonna assume that one's correct because it's not flashing. So it might have been this. Sometimes. Okay, that's green. That looks like that's the issue. Sometimes I feel like I put it like on the ground, but it doesn't actually connect it there. Okay, that one, no. Now all these are busted. So I just made it worse. I somehow made it worse. I think that is the issue, though. I think it's a track issue. All right, let's relay all these straightaways, all of them. I'm gonna do some smaller sections here to see if that'll fix the issue. Let's do these in smaller sections. Or maybe after I replace them, I'll have to replace the signals. That might also be an issue too. So if I do a small section here, and then connect it to this guy. That guy's green. Okay. I feel like it might be a sectional thing. Which almost sounds like something dirty. Okay. I think this is going to work. I'm just going to remake these signals after I do this. I have a feeling this is going to fix it after I replace the signals. Yeah. You're thinking right along the same lines as me, Stellaris. Think that most of the flat earth dudes aren't stupid, they're just trolls. That could be true. They're doing it to get a reaction out of people. It could be true. Alright. So that should be working. So I'm going to replace all these one at a time. Okay. I think that one stopped flashing, which meant it actually was working there. So, block signal here. Beautiful. Block signal here. Perfect. Block signal here. Please. Nice. Uno más tiempo, por favor. Bam! GG cookie time. I think we fixed all our signals. Very nice. And all these signals look good? Okay. You wish, though? There are way too many that hold events that wholeheartedly believe it. Some online are most definitely trolls, though. Yeah. So I guess the next question would be, are my iron and copper guys on the track? Oh! Look at that. That is iron 1, copper 1. They're doing their thing. I don't know if they made a full... Man, that's a really long trek. It's actually a really long trip. So they need to be picking up a lot of iron when they go do these things. But they're working. Bi-directional might actually be the way to go just so that they don't take so long. But what I think I'm going to do is... Oh, there's a lot of limestone out here too. You know, the... I think limestone is the next one, right? I have iron and copper. Although it's not limestone, I'm going to be turning it into concrete. Iron, copper. Next one will be concrete. And then coal. Ah, it's Caterium. All right, we have 20 minutes. I probably have time to set up one more station. Let's go set up at least the limestone station, the concrete station. Let's make sure I have the materials to do that. So let's go get concrete for the concrete. Concrete for the concrete. And how are we doing on phase 4 stuff? You know what? That's actually not bad. We are not a quarter of the way done on any of them, but we are more than 5% done on all of them. So, as I knew, this is going to take forever, but they're all green, so at least they're not being made slower than the items they require to produce them. So this is definitely going to take a number of streams. But at least it's not so slow that I don't think it's going to get done on stream. I guess let's do that and drop off this Mercer Sphere. Okay. Anything else I need? I might actually even be able to do well, I don't know if I'll get the mining and the smelting or constructing or whatever it is done. Oh, let's grab fuel. I meant to get packaged fuel earlier. Packaged fuel, then we'll throw a train on the track and go set up at least the station for concrete collection. Oh, good. He used the bypass. Nice. Is there another one right behind him? This is going to be awesome. It's going to be like... How many trains are we going to have? I don't even know. Like 12 or something. But just the fact that we're going to have 12 stages... 12... More than 10 trains all on a single big loop and have it all work, to me is super cool. Because I've just never done anything like that in a game before. It's so awesome. So this is going to be at least the next 2 or 3 streams working on these trains, I think. After I get them done, then maybe I can figure out what to do with these materials. I'm just kind of building trains to collect raw materials to do something. We'll do something with all that stuff. Okay. And let's go the correct direction, not go the wrong direction on the tracks. Okay, no train coming. Do it. We'll even go, if there's no copper or iron train in their stations, we'll go through their stations to test those out. Although I think I want to do the limestone. Concrete thing. I think I actually want to do it up on this area up here. Well, it's actually down. It's down in that area, so it's probably not better to do up there. We'll see. We'll see how I want to do it. Because there's some limestone over on that side too. What an amazing game this is. Just look at the visuals. Look at that moon in the distance. The beautiful oases out here in the desert. Cool rivers and canyons and trees. What a gorgeous game this is. Okay. Be like somewhere up in here in the middle so I can ring from both sides. That's where I can grab that. Put the concrete station. Let's go left. Go through here. Love how chill I am compared to my FTL nights. Me too. Me too. Even though these streams get a fraction of the viewers, I need these days. Alright, looks good. It's a little wibbly wobbly, but it does what it needs to do. Very nice. Okay, so let's break and figure out where. Oh, there's limestone right there. Figure out where we want to do the split for the limestone, because we got like 4 over there, 5 over there, 5 over here. I could kind of do it wherever I want to. Could maybe even split off before the iron one. Yeah, there's like coal over here too. I deserve it for tolerating all of you people. Well, I don't know about tolerating chat. I feel like it's more for tolerating just FTL in general. Putting myself through the torture of playing FTL. Although if that's torture, then, you know, I'm getting off pretty easy in my life. You know what? I could split off between the iron and the copper and come over this way. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. So have a separate split off between iron and copper. This game is more than just satisfactory. And you just can't help the puns, can you? I deserve the day off for tolerating all your puns. That's what I really deserve it for. Can this split off? Let's split it off right here. I think that's gonna work. That's what I really deserve it for. Putting up with the ridiculous puns all the time. I mean, the amazing, hilarious puns that I'm so happy that you all do all the time. I'm gonna have this go through the sand. This is gonna be one of those tunnels. One of those fake tunnels. I'm glad you're all saying I deserve it and not I don't know. Play more FTL. That's what I expect to hear. I'm just gonna go through this. It'd be cool if I could like dig through it so it looks good, but meh. All right, block signal right here. Green, beautiful. Before I head out, could I give an opinion on your bridge design? Oh yes, I said I was gonna do it and I completely forgot. Let me do that right now. Twitter, bridge design. Let's take a look. So what do we got? So you have like glass on the bottom and like a frame thing on top with these metal things here. This looks very cool. Wow. How much time did this take you? You have like angled ones there. It looks awesome. I would say I'm gonna give a suggestion you probably don't want. If you want to make it even look even more like a suspension bridge, is there something underneath all this? On like the longest straightaway section, what would be cool is to make it look like the Golden Gate Bridge and have... Where's a long straightaway section? Like have a pillar that goes up and like wires that go down at an angle to make it look like the true suspension bridge. Think I deserve a bite time without your puns. Have a good night. You're gonna head out. All right, and a Satisfactory stream. All right, you have a good one in. Like is there a way to have like these pillars go straight up and then have wires come down it? I think that would complete it. If you have it, you know, this whole thing, like the actual Golden Gate Bridge. I think it looks awesome. If you did that, it would look even, it would be chef's kiss. All right, how about on top of this pillar? That's where my base was in my last game. On top of this is where I put station for concrete. Let's do that. There's a reason why you no longer play FTL. Yeah, and only watch it. Yeah. Because you're giving yourself that well-deserved break of not playing the trolliest game that's ever trolled a troll. Alright, so we're going to make this be the station. And how am I going to have it connect back up? You know what? I might have this be even an offshoot of the offshoot. Grab coal and Caterium. That'll be future rand problem. Let's just get the actual station. Where is it? The rail's there. Okay. So I needed, I think 5 wide is what I'm discovering I need for the station. I think 5 wide is the dimensions we need. Although I'm probably giving suggestions without asking if you want suggestions. I feel I do that sometimes, so I apologize if you didn't want me to give any critiques or suggestions. I just automatically go, this is what I would like. I feel like I do that when I critique early access games sometimes, and they're like, well, you just didn't understand X. It's like, I probably shouldn't have even said anything. Because I had a commenter on some freight platform on my final Gordian Quest stream, and I think it was a dev telling me all the stuff that I didn't see that the game was telling me. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said anything then. Alright, freight station. This is gonna be concrete station 1. No, concrete mining. Concrete mixing 1. You'd probably have to use pipes to make that work. Oh yeah, pipes might be the best way to make that look like you want it to look. You need me to live for a while longer and not die due to a heart attack so you can enjoy more FTL content. There you go. Okay, so I want, I think from the left side here. Let's see. Yeah, definitely from the south. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more. 4. Too short. Well, I'm glad you want me to live longer to be salty at FTL. You did decide the input. Okay, cool. You haven't been playing much FTL because you enjoy other games so much? Yeah. Okay, so this is concrete mining 1. Let's see. Like, there's coal there, there's coal there. I feel like I could do a little bit of an extra loop here. And I could maybe do the Caterium and sulfur mining. Caterium, coal, and sulfur mining. And rejoin this main loop further down the way. Let's do that. Let's set that up. Let me get the block signals so I don't forget, though. That. 3, and 4. So let's get this track where it needs to go. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So there's that. That allows me to do a block signal right there. Did I already place a block signal where this separates off? I think I did, but it wouldn't hurt to place an extra. You tried Starbase? It's apparently broken right now, but it's gotten better recently, huh? Actually, if I have a block signal there, I don't think I even need another one. But again, it's always better to have more than not enough, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. You honestly felt like the content is lacking in Starbase? It has a few loops, but they're shallow. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about... I really enjoyed, for a short time... That game I actually streamed a couple times. Somebody actually commented on my video for it recently. What was that? What was that kind of EverQuest-like game? Kind of old school MMO thing that was pretty fun, but needs more content and player customization. Oh, what was that game called? Something with a V. God, my brain. I am a boomer just because of my brain's brain power being limited. Be a nice scenic route through the waterfall canyons over here. There we go. We can join this train right over here. No, not V Rising. Although that one is fun and I really like it, but I wish it had more solo-friendly time frames. The amount of time it takes for things to happen when you're not on a server playing with other people felt too long-term. I want that one to have just... Which, maybe you can adjust those things, I just didn't do it. Oh, there's a yellow slug I can grab. We all live in a yellow slug marine. Too sharp a turn. Is there one over here I can do? Perfect. Not perfect, actually. I don't want that to go through another track. I think I can merge it to right here if I just have it loop over to the side a little bit more. Damn, too sharp a turn. How is that too sharp a turn? What does this turn look like? That looks fine to me. Alright, maybe I can line it up a little closer. Really? Seriously? Starbase is a really complex game. Cool. Complexity can be good, although after it was the game Gordian Quest that I was kind of saying how it's too complex for me after playing such a complex game. I feel like maybe there is a certain level of complexity that is too much for me. Okay, I think this one will work and it won't cross over, right? Yeah. Bit of a merginess. A merginess? A merginess. We'll just put a guy right there. Did that went the wrong direction. No, that went the right direction. Nah. I did the wrong signal type, I think. That should be right. That looks good. And then a block signal right where these guys merge. There. That should be good. Let's put one or two more block signals up here. Most of your friends lately are playing Monster Hunter Rise. I've been hearing about that game. I wonder if that has some similarities to V Rising, because I feel like when I was playing that, people ask, have I played X? And I think Monster Train is one of the things, or Monster Hunter is one of the ones they talked about. You enjoyed it, but you're taking a break from it? Okay, where can I go? Right here. Oh, I'm right next to something radiating. There's a yellow slug I wanted to get. So this, let me go set this up so that the concrete guy can start coming back and forth even if I'm not mining any of this stuff yet. Next time I play, the goal is going to be start mining these things that our trains are going to start coming to collect. Because we're theoretically have the opportunity to use more power than we are creating. But I don't think we're going to have that issue for a while. Because nothing ever runs all at full capacity. I might want to do more power production next time I play, though, too. We'll have to see. All right, so what is it? It is Concrete 1. Edit timetable. Concrete mixing. Save. And let's see, is it going to move? Cancel docking. This should work. Turn off self-driving, turn on self-driving. After all the stuff I did. It's not going yet. Let's check all our signals here. You need to expand your power as well. You're almost at your limit, yeah. I am at my theoretical limit right now. It's a weird angle that that's at. Apparently when one of the devs heard they had gyroscopes in World War II, for navigation, he got salty and took a break from... I guess you're talking about that other game you guys were talking about. That I'm not familiar with. Concrete 1, it's going. Nice! GG Cookie time. We have 4 trains all running on a single track. Cookie Prime, Concrete 1, Iron 1, and Copper 1 is somewhere. It's probably... Yeah, there it is, pulling in the station. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, we have our most extensive train setup ever built. I'm going to go log out at my iron place, because next time we play, I think the first thing I'm going to do is set up a bunch of iron mining so that we're actually getting something from all these stations. So it's not just trains going in loops for no reason. But this is a fun day. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, iron mining 1. I had a lot of fun setting up all this train stuff. The goal in the next couple streams will probably be to at least get a rudimentary some amount of materials for each of these trains to bring back, and at our station where we're collecting it, we can do some smelting and maybe actually use those resources for something while we're just waiting for Phase 4 to go. Looks like the turbojet motor things are going to be the first things to get done. But we made some good progress today. I had a lot of fun today, and I was worried I wouldn't have anything to do. You never have to worry about that in Satisfactory, I feel like. You can always find something to do. So my friends, I hope you all had fun. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for the picture, Stellaris, of seeing your cool builds. It's always fun to see other people's stuff. Your train station kind of inspired me to work on this build today, so we'll continue to work on this in the next couple streams up until at least Phase 4 gets completed. Tomorrow we're going to check out a new game. We're going to try out Stray, which is some kind of game where you play as a cat in some cyberpunk future world, so that should be fun. I have no idea, apart from what I just said, what the game is about, so I'm excited to check that out. Thank you to Shogi. I think he gifted that game. And then we'll be back to more Satisfactory on Tuesday, and I'll probably be playing Stray Fridays and Sundays for however long that game keeps my interest. And then, of course, back to Monday is viewerships for FTL. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow, so come hang out if you're interested in checking out that game and don't care about being spoiled for, I assume it's a story game that might actually have spoilers for whatever the story is about a cat. But I am going to call it a day. So again, as I always say, thank you all so much for all the support. Bits, follow, subs, give the subs, lurking, hanging out, sending me pictures on Twitter of your builds and all that stuff. Y'all are the reason I could do this. And I love you folks. So until next time, y'all have a great rest of the night. Peace out, happy gaming, and I will see you all tomorrow or whenever. Y'all rock. Have a great night. Later, my friends.